Have you ever felt erased by the silence of others? It's a feeling that sinks deep, deeper than any criticism, and can leave you in a void where your very existence seems to vanish. This is the deafening silence, a perceived invisibility that sometimes hurts more than 1,000 words. Today, we will explore the devastating impact of this silence as a form of exclusion and unspoken judgment, and see how we can find our inner value, even when the world seems not to see us. We will delve into the depths of this human experience to understand what lies behind the silence of others, and above all, how to rediscover our own inner voice. Think about it for a moment. When someone openly criticizes you, even if it's painful, it's somehow an acknowledgement. An explicit judgment, however harsh, confirms that you exist, that your actions or words have had an impact, that you've been noticed. Even if the experience is unpleasant, there's a kind of validation in your presence. The person saw you, heard you, and formed an opinion. You can disagree, you can defend yourself, you can even learn from that criticism. It's a confrontation, a point of contact, however rough it may be. You know where you stand, you know what they think of you, and you can react. But what happens when there's no criticism? When there's not even a comment? Only silence. Silence can be much crueler. It denies you even that bitter acknowledgement. There's no common ground, no opinion to disagree with. You feel as if you're transparent, as if your presence doesn't register at all, or worse, as if it's been deliberately ignored. This isn't just not being seen, it's being erased. The explicit judgment attacks you, but the silence ignores you to the point of making you doubt your own reality. It's an insidious social dynamic, a subtle yet powerful form of manipulation that makes you feel insignificant, as if your voice has no echo, as if your very presence doesn't matter. It makes you small, invisible, and this can leave scars much deeper than any hurtful words. The unsaid, the unacknowledged, the absence of reaction can become an unbearable burden, a cloak of invisibility that suffocates your self-esteem and makes you feel excluded not for what you have done, but for what you have failed to inspire. Silence isn't always absence. Often it's a weapon, a sharp instrument, used with surgical precision in various contexts of our lives. In social settings, it can be that cold indifference in a group when your joke is ignored or your contribution goes unnoticed, leaving you wondering if you were really speaking. It's not being included in conversations, feeling like a shadow on the margins, despite being physically present. It's the power of those who exclude you without needing to say a word, making you feel like an intruder. In relationships, silence can become an insurmountable wall. It's the silent punishment of a partner who withdraws, who withholds explanations, who makes you feel invisible just when you need connection most. It's that silence charged with meaning, where every non-response, every avoided glance, every step backward resonates louder than an argument. It leaves you ruminating, building scenarios in your head, wondering what you did so wrong to deserve this lack of communication. This kind of silence erodes trust and fuels a profound sense of loneliness, turning the relationship into a minefield of assumptions and fears. It forces you to interpret, to look for signs where there are none, to fill you with doubts, to engage in an exhausting self-analysis that leads you to question your every action, your every word. Even in the professional environment, silence has its dynamics. It's the boss who doesn't give you feedback, either positive or negative, leaving you in uncertainty about your actions. It's the colleague who ignores your suggestions, who doesn't respond to your emails, who makes you feel marginal and ineffective. This lack of recognition or deliberate exclusion from important conversations can undermine your self-esteem and job security, leading you to doubt your skills and professional value. You wonder if your efforts are appreciated, if your contribution is visible, if your very presence is relevant. In all these scenarios, silence acts as a catalyst for inner doubt. It leads you to question your dignity, your impact, your very existence. It's a subtle torture because there is nothing tangible to react to, just a void that absorbs you. It makes you feel inadequate, insignificant, and pushes you to question every aspect of yourself. This sense of invisibility, this perception of not counting, becomes an enormous burden, fueling a vicious cycle of self-criticism and insecurity. Deliberate non-recognition becomes a powerful weapon, leaving you with a feeling of isolation and a profound sense of insignificance. What if I told you that this silence, so painful and burdensome, often has much less to do with you than you think? This is a crucial point, a real shift in perspective that can free you from an enormous burden. Many times, others' silence isn't a judgment of you, but a reflection of their fears and insecurities. It's not a rejection of your authenticity, but a reflection of their inability or unwillingness to face their own. Think about how often people avoid confrontation because they're afraid. Fear of offending, fear of saying the wrong thing, fear of a reaction they can't handle. Sometimes, they're simply afraid of feeling vulnerable or of having to take a stand. It's easier to remain silent, to back away, rather than face an uncomfortable situation or express an opinion that might cause friction. This silence isn't meant to belittle you, but to protect themselves from a perceived discomfort, a conflict they'd rather avoid. It's not that they don't consider you, it's that they prefer to avoid the effort of interacting in a meaningful way. Other times, others' silence may stem from their own lack of authenticity. Perhaps they don't know how to support your truth or your uniqueness because they're out of touch with their own. Your light, your authenticity, your vitality may unwittingly highlight their shortcomings, their masks, their insecurities. And instead of confronting this, they choose to withdraw, not to interact, to remain silent, because they don't feel enough to be with you in all your fullness. Understanding that other people's silence is often an internal reflection, an expression of their fears, insecurities, or inability to manage their emotions or social situations can be incredibly liberating. It allows you to shift your focus from unjustified self-blame to a more empathetic understanding of the situation. It doesn't mean justifying their behavior, but it does mean not absorbing its burden as if it were your own fault. It helps you stop asking yourself, "What's wrong with me?" and start thinking, "What's happening to them?" This new perspective not only lightens the emotional burden, but allows you to reclaim your energy, which was previously spent trying to decipher or remedy a silence that didn't really concern you. It's a crucial step in not letting their silence define your worth. Let's be clear. The desire to be recognized, to feel seen, to know that one's presence has an impact is not vanity at all. It is a fundamental human need. From birth, we seek reflection in the faces of those around us, in the eyes of our parents, to understand who we are and whether we are loved. This need doesn't fade with age, it evolves. We want to know that our contribution matters, that our ideas are heard, that our existence is not indifferent. It's confirmation that we are part of something bigger, that we have a place in the world. This has nothing to do with the ego. On the contrary, it is profoundly linked to our psychological well-being and our identity. If a person feels never seen, never recognized, never appreciated, it is natural that they begin to doubt their own existence, their own relevance. Imagine working hard on a project, pouring your heart and soul into it, and receiving no feedback, not even a nod. You'd feel demoralized, demotivated, and wonder why you're even trying. It's the same mechanism. We want to know that what we do, what we are, leaves a mark. This desire for recognition is the lifeblood of our self-esteem. It's what drives us to grow, to learn, to improve. When we feel seen, we also feel validated, and this gives us the courage to be more authentic, to express our ideas without fear. It's a virtuous circle. The more we feel recognized, the more we are willing to show our true self, and the more our true self is appreciated. Denying this need means denying an essential part of our humanity. It confirms that our existence has meaning and that we are not just invisible particles in the universe. This is the deep desire of every human being, and it is a desire that deserves to be heard and respected. True transformation, true inner maturity, doesn't come when others stop being silent or finally recognize you. It comes when you stop measuring your worth based on the reactions, or lack thereof, of others. It comes when you understand that your substance, your value, your very visibility don't depend on whether someone looks at you, talks to you, or gives you feedback. It depends on you. This is not an easy path. It requires a deep self-dive, a kind of archaeology of the soul to rediscover the foundations of your being. It means learning to see yourself for who you are, with all your lights and shadows, and accepting it fully. It means building a solid relationship with your inner voice, the one that whispers who you are when the outside world is silent. When you begin to validate yourself, when you begin to believe in your intrinsic value, the silence of others loses some of its power. It no longer becomes a confirmation of your insignificance, but simply information about the other person or the environment. The secret lies in cultivating strong self-esteem that isn't conditioned by external factors. It's like a solid rock within you, which withstands the storms of indifference. How do you do it? Start recognizing your successes, even the small ones. Celebrate your efforts. Accept your mistakes as opportunities for growth. Listen to your intuition. Trust your instincts. Surround yourself with people who see and value you for who you truly are, even if they are few. And above all, be your own biggest advocate. Your authentic visibility comes from within. When you see and recognize yourself, you no longer desperately need others to do it for you. Your presence is felt not by the noise, but by the solidity it radiates. It's the difference between waiting to be seen and showing who you are with dignity and confidence. Ultimately, the deafening silence of others is often nothing more than a mirror. It reflects their difficulties, their insecurities, their fears. It's an echo of their shortcomings, not yours. The real question, the one that has the power to transform you, is not why don't they talk to me or why don't they see me. The real question is, can I remain visible to myself even when others don't respond? Can you continue to shine your light, to hear your voice, to recognize your worth, even when the outside world seems shrouded in the darkness of non-recognition? This is evidence of authentic inner strength. It's not about ignoring the pain that silence can cause, but about not allowing that pain to define you. It's about finding your internal resonance, your unique vibration, and keeping it alive regardless of what others choose to project onto you. The silence of others can be an opportunity to strengthen your connection with yourself, to listen to what your heart and mind are saying, free from distractions or external expectations. It's a time to solidify who you are, regardless of the stage or the absence of an audience. Remember, your value is not an opinion, but an intrinsic truth. Your visibility begins and ends with you. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future insights into the human psyche.